We're live. So happy Friday, everyone. So I'll let you to present the topic.
Today's topic is how to overcome suffering. And I listened to a YouTube talk by Ahmed Sood, and he is a doctor, and he spoke about suffering and why people suffer. And he actually wants to join the scientific and the spiritual world because he believes there's a massive correlation. And so I thought what we could do is discuss a few things which we could then implement on a day-to-day, bearing in mind it's not a prescription. This isn't medication that you've got to do X on the. It's not that. It's a guideline. It's a guideline of if you're wanting to be more present in the day and you're wanting to take on certain, what is it, like certain ways of being for the day, this could be of use to you.
Cool. Sounds very interesting. So if you guys also, you can more than welcome to mention like what do you agree with, what you disagree, like how it comes on your side.
Because also, I just wanted to say, like on the meditation side, we know meditation's fantastic, but that could be quite a big step for a lot of people. And this is kind of a form of meditation because it's making you present. So anytime when you're present in the present moment is kind of a form of meditation. So how it works is you look at your week, and you can do post-it notes for this, and you look at Monday and you say, okay, Monday is going to be my day of gratitude. So the example that he gave was somebody was robbed. And instead of going, oh, can't believe I got robbed, he said, this is the first time that I've actually been robbed. I'm so grateful. So there's always two ways to look at something.
And I agree with this. That's why I always say that event plus reaction equal to the outcome. It's up to us to decide how we want to react to such situation because that's going to impact how we're going to feel after, how the day is going to look like, and other things like that. So always look on the right side of life. No, there's the song.
It also makes you appreciate the people or the event or whatever's happening around you by having the gratitude. Tuesday is compassion. And I think with compassion, we could all do with a lot of compassion because when we have compassion, there's less judgment. And I think it takes about 30 milliseconds for us to decide to judge somebody else, to trust them or not. It's that quick. So why not be more compassionate and less judgmental in everything?
Give the people the benefit of the doubt, give it a try.
Yeah. Wednesday is about acceptance. And acceptance for most people, I can definitely say for myself, it goes in waves. But acceptance can be quite challenging because you want things to be a certain way, you expect a certain outcome, and then it's not like that. And then there's disappointment, and you have to then manage that.
Oh. I think in general, it's not that easy to accept because it means a lot of things that sits with us, and it's a process. But I think it's really helping you to be in a better place if you just learn to let it be.
Yeah, and also I suppose not to overanalyze it and just to
Everything.
Yeah, take it for face value. Whatever it is, just kind of accept that for what it is. Thursday is about having a higher meaning. So a higher meaning is in a bigger purpose in what it is you're doing. And I think for people who are, I know you are very pro animal rights. I don't know if that's the right term, but I know animals, that's something dear to your heart. I know you adopted Elvis and he's very special to you. For me, it's around community and mentoring the young and, well, sort of middle, sort of 14 to about 26, and working with the youth. But everyone's got their thing. So if you can find something with a higher purpose, a higher meaning, it gives you a greater sense of giving back, which.
But it's also supposed to be with your business, right? You want to feel you're doing something and there's a purpose behind it. It doesn't matter what you're selling, but there's always, so for me, even my business, that's my purpose in life. I know that what I do and what I see from it, that's what pushed me. That's my why. So I think everyone needs to have something like this that's, that gives you meaning to why you do certain things, why you're here, why to keep on going even when it's hard.
Yeah, and also, also for you, you give a lot, you give a lot of tips, you give a lot of content, you give a lot of information. So you are continuously giving to people around how to market their business and they grow their business. So Friday, and this isn't to say that you don't do this any other day of the week. This is why I say it's not prescriptive. So just to be very clear about that. Friday is forgiveness, so I'm not saying that if something happens on Monday, you're like, oh, no, sorry, it's not Friday. I'm not saying that. But it's taking these different things and looking at it and going, this is what I'm going to be present to today, whatever that is. So today, Friday, I'm going to be present to forgiveness. So anything that's happening, I'm going to be present to forgive.
Well, it's a great time also to reflect. So when you reflect about the week you had, it's a great also opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to be on a forgiveness mode, even if it is just to forgive to yourself, and being so hard on yourself about other things that happen, or like to also learn to forgive yourself and say, okay, I can rest today and I'm not necessarily need to work as hard as I wanted.
Yeah. So I'd love to hear from people if these are of use or are of value. I think it's a really good form of meditation without doing a formal meditation, but just to be present to who you're being every single day.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah.
We would love to hear. It doesn't matter if you watch this live or after. So keep us posted. And then next week we're doing the Wednesday, which is like on Instagram usually, and the Friday is going to be here on Facebook. So just follow us and make sure you're following Big Consulting and Shift One Degree on Facebook. And on Instagram, it's Bridget Knight. Right? Okay, so do this and find us, and we'll see you next week.
Have a good long weekend.
Yes, lovely one.